Bishop Zondo might be taking it a little bit hard on the chin when it comes to how his court case and the whole nine Hajjes has been going. And you can see that in current things that has been happening through the case, the things, the kind of motions they're trying to file and all those type of things. But the man then has been losing confidence in winning those cases. Now, where do I see that? Very recently, if you haven't seen, Bishop is actually supposed to take the stand. If you pull this a little bit down, you'll see it says this is an article from Eyewitness News, published today, okay, today in the morning, about an hour or so, by Khomotso Modise, and it says Bishop Stephen Zondo's lawyer says he's ready to take the witness stand. So he's supposed to stand, get a couple of grillings and all the whole nine jazz, the normal, usual. So what do you say? This is what they said you did. Where were you? The whole nine jazz. Now, there was actually a message that he actually preached pertaining what he thinks about that particular thing.
This man raped me, then it is over.
And I get how it's in.
And remember, you don't even know. You're going to be asked all these questions of things that you don't know. And sometimes you don't even know where you were.
Only small farmer,
you were in small farm. Or you were in Oriki.
Hamatatasela.
In Matatasela.
And
you don't even know where you were. One mistake or your mistake.
So that's what he thinks about this particular thing. I hope the audio wasn't too thingy. I saw it peaking a little bit. So basically what he was saying in this message was that, he doesn't like this whole thing of having to kind of like pick up ideas of where you were on a certain day. Someone can come and accuse you and say, oh, you went to, so you might not remember exactly. So as they say that he's currently ready to take the stand, there's some interesting bits out of this. Is that in their whole thing is that he's supposed to take the witness stand, but is accused of the living waters, and he's been accused of in 1980s. Okay, and so you can see that's wild right there. But then, what they then went to, which makes me say he's starting to get cold feet from this case, is because if you actually look here, but now wants Judge Papi Mosopa to recuse himself, claimed he has already made a judgment against him. Bishop Zondo is starting to feel like he's lost the case. That's not me. And why is it? You'll remember when he tried to dismiss the other cases, and bear in mind this was going for like what, 1 or 2 years? And so when the judge made a decision on why he was not going to dismiss the cases that Bishop Zondo, through his lawyers, tried to dismiss, there were certain words that the judge made, or that the judge used to say, no, we're not doing that. And if you listen to the 702, I want to play it on the tablet here. I don't want to have to keep running around edits and stuff like that. It tends to take way too much time. But I want to play you a bit of what was said in the 702 interview. So 702's drive with John, they said this particular thing, and listen to what the journalist says here.
Good afternoon, John. Well, it's all about 3 words that Judge Mosopa used in his judgment, in which he basically ruled against Bishop Zondo. And those words are credible, reliable, and trustworthy.
So, because Judge Mosopa used those particular words right here, as he used these particular words, the evidence that was given. So, when he was saying why he's not going to dismiss those cases, these are the words that he used to say there is something to go behind this. Now remember, they had a thingy. What is that, gentleman? The South African police officer thingy come up and actually give his backing on why the evidence had weight on it. And so when the judge looks through all these things, remember, he's not just making this judgment on the basis of you sitting there. It's all this experience and all these other cases and how you make a judgment over. The judge used this statement here. The evidence that was given is credible, reliable, and trustworthy. Those are the words that is causing Bishop Zondo to say the judge should remove himself from this whole thing.
These are the words that Judge Mosopa used when he handed down the judgment in the Section 174 discharge application by Bishop Zondo. Zondo had applied for a discharge in this matter, and he basically felt that the state, at the end of its case, did not have a case against him. And so he wanted the charges against him essentially to be dropped. But that was dismissed last week, and Judge Mosopa said he believes that the evidence before him is credible, reliable, and trustworthy. And this is the evidence of the victims in this case.
So I don't want to play the whole thing. Credits to the 702 thingy. I'll leave the video down in the description below for you guys to go and check it out. It's not a very long thingy. It's about 4 minutes, but credit to where credit is due. I'll leave that video down in the pin comment or in the description below. And so they state this is the reason why they're trying now, Bishop Zondo and thing, to now remove the judge. Let the judge not go on presiding over this particular case. We are almost at the finish line, comrade. Almost at the finish line. It's like right here. Once Bishop Zondo takes the stand, which he's supposed to do, he was supposed to have already done that this week, right? And so now with all these delays that are now coming up, probably maybe next week, right? And so he would have done that and we would be wrapping this thing up. But now Bishop Zondo is starting to feel like Mandam's losing the case. And because of that, he now wants the judge to remove himself and the whole non-conscious. So there's some thingy argument that they have to start doing and what to kind of look over that particular thing. And I hope that the court does rule against it and then go forward with the case as it was. Now, this particular thing, it's for me, in my view, it's no different to what you saw with his other colleague, Papa Bush over there. It's no different to that. And I find it quite interesting that both of them are kind of like going through court for some of the same reasons. But anyways, that's not here, neither there. But with this particular thing, it's showing you Bishop Zondo is starting to see this case as if he's lost it. That's not in my view. That's according to what he says. He says the judge has already ruled against him. So if he's already saying that he feels like the judge has already ruled against him, what does that tell you? The man then believes if Judge Mosopa stays in on this case, he going to jail. That's not me. That's what he's saying. He's saying the judge has already, let me pull this down here. The judge has already, okay, claims the judge has already made a judgment against him. This is what Bishop Zondo is saying. Okay? This is the other article that was published by 702 application. So you'll remember this was the thing that they were trying to get the case. Some cases dismissed. It didn't work out. And the man them now feels like he is losing this case as a whole. It's not me. It's what's happening. This is what you are seeing in the case. So just a little bit of an update on what has happened over the last 2 weeks, but this is what you are seeing now from yesterday. Now they're going to have to, I think they're going to return back to court from next week or so, and then we'll continue to give you an update. But it's quite interesting that the Bishop Zondo is starting to feel like Mandem's going to jail here. If Judge Mosopa stays on this case, Mandem's going to jail. He says he's already ruled against him. Now tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's the Christianity Show, the daily Christian commentary videos. If it's your first time over here to be sure, check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comment. In Malawi, they said, "Sir, you should go back to South Africa and answer for them cases." In South Africa, Bishop Zondo says, you know what? Mandem's not feeling very safe. He's not feeling very cuff safe right now. Feels like he's pretty much under the cuffs at the moment. Yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's Ricky, and y'all have a blessed day.